Green Arrow number 38, the final issue of the Benjamin Percy run with Johnny Faria on the art, who's been one of the main artists. I'd probably go as far as say he's the main artist overall now, because I think Schmidt's not been doing as much recently.
No, since it went single.
Yeah, it's switched to basically being Faria with maybe the odd fill in between arcs or whatever. But so the final issue, it's the court case. Oliver's making speeches. All of his Justice League friends all help out in some small way.
Because it doesn't make him look like he's Green Arrow at all, does it?
I know. It's so obvious.
I expected him, not to jump forward, I expected him to unmask at the end.
So did I. I was expecting him to just say, because at one point it says, I have to tell everyone here on the jury today, and then it was the page turn, and I thought the next page was going to be, I am the Green Arrow.
Yeah.
You've actually got Superman showing up going, keep going, Ollie.
Yeah, I know.
You're on first name terms with Superman. But I think this is pretty clear.
Do you know what I love about it though? I do love that the first one's Batman, because it was a nice surprise, because you're thinking, oh, they've got the other lawyer's daughter, he's going to be forced to play dirty, like what's going to happen? And then you just see like the bad guys with the daughter get taken down, and you just see Batman come out of the shadows, just like, no, it's taken care of.
I love her selfie with that man.
Yeah, that was good too. Yeah,
it's a great frame.
Yeah, it was great fun. So that's like a good half or so of the issues, the court case, and all his various teammates helping out. And then, of course, the missing girl who's presumed dead shows up and is like, oh, by the way, I'm alive! So, yeah, case dropped, basically.
And I love that they hint that Kate Spencer also buried that body.
I know, that was super dark.
Before the court started, like
I know she because obviously we saw her like defend the girl last issue, and she shot the guy. But you see this quick flashback of her like burying the body and having blood in her hands, literally having blood in her hands. It's just
and I hope this leads to her becoming Manhunter. Like,
I could see it. I mean, I mean, why not? This is the path to go on.
I will criticize this in some ways for feeling like it's kind of just resetting the table. Like, okay, we're back to Seattle again.
Yep.
Yeah, that is actually the only thing I feel like I wanted to stay Star City, just because I associate Green Arrow with Star City.
I thought it was kind of, I remember criticizing at the time, it was kind of clunky the way that the whole city just kind of went along with it.
Yeah.
But if that's what it takes, if it was done, let's just move on. But now we're back again.
Yeah, I mean, this whatever it is.
Even under Lemire, I didn't like that he was based out of Seattle. I like that DC have their own cities. You know?
And each character kind of like each of the big characters have their city. That's where they're from. Yeah,
you could make Coast City San Diego, but it's
called
cool
San
to have
Diego,
Coast
is
City.
it?
No, it's Coast City, Coast Central, Keystone, Gotham, Metropolis, Midway, Opal. There's more.
Yeah,
but
the list goes on and on.
It goes on,
frankly.
Yeah. But hey, so then we have the epilogue part of the book, which is basically he's got the company back. He's setting up all these things. He set up a Dinah, like basically youth hostel in her name to like help kids and all these things. And he's going around. He's putting in affordable housing in the jungle. It basically looks like a series of treehouse apartments, which I actually think would be really cool to live in. I'm like,
I would live in one without a doubt.
Yeah, that looks pretty cool. You've got the cool like scrap sculpture of Green Arrow at one point.
Yeah, he brought the train back.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, the bullet train thing that was like super fast. Yeah, all that stuff. You got that great. Obviously, the art's fantastic throughout. You get that great double page spread where he's got his Green Arrow family, which is Emmy, Black Canary, Diggle, and what's his face, Fife, and then you've got the Justice League. Which, by the way, I didn't notice Cyborg is there in the Justice League thing, right? On that bottom half of the double page spread. But he's the only one in the league that didn't have an issue with him in that previous arc, and he's the only one in the league that didn't help him this issue.
Yeah.
Again, Cyborg being the left out.
He's just kind of there. It's like, he's supposed to be on the league, even though the actual Justice League doesn't have Hal on it right now either. It's Simon and Jessica. But
just to call out the art a little bit on that, there's the Flash is there twice, and I get it. It's always being quick and he's moving, but it kind of just feels like he's there to fill out the image in the back one because otherwise it's empty space.
Yeah.
You could just move Cyborg down, though, if you wanted to cover that.
You could, but I don't know, because he's front and center at the bottom right. And it's like, okay, that makes sense. And then, he's at the back as well.
What about the back's Wally? Deal with
it. Fine. I'm sure Ollie has a rich history with this Wally.
That's not Wally, that's a different suit. I'm not gonna lie to these people, Pete. I was also kind of hoping that the guy he fought on the rooftop was Richard Dragon. Just because I would love for that to come back, but some dude named Draken. was like, oh, okay. And I like how Dinah.
Also, at one point, the judge was called Judge Grell. Of course, Mike Grell wrote the big run of Green Arrow.
Yeah, he's been there before. He's been there from the beginning.
He has, but I read it again here and I went, oh, Grell, yeah. Very good.
And, my only other criticism that I genuinely have is I'm not a fan of the last page.
Why?
I get what it's doing. So you turn the final caption and it uses the cover of the Rebirth issue.
Yeah, it's a big close up of his face with the arrow.
And I get what it's doing. It's like, hey, look, full circle. This is where we came from.
And it's him ending the narration saying, he's this, he's that, but the final line is as a hero, which is not just this. Yeah,
I get it, but I really would have liked just a new image of this. Fryer just go draw a new big page of Ollie as a hero, rather than just reuse the same one.
I don't mind it. I'm fine with it.
I get it, but I just don't like it. It feels. I know it's not this reason, but it feels lazy.
I don't think it's being lazy. I think it's supposed to harken back. It's kind of like when a TV show gets to 100 episodes and they want to reference the first episode just to feel nostalgic, kind of thing.
Yeah, I get it. I feel like a new version of this would have worked better for me.
Well, it is a new version. I mean,
yeah, I was going to say, how do you know it's not isn't a new drawn version?
Because I just pulled up the Green Arrow Rebirth cover, and he has a longer goatee, and he's smiling in this one now.
Just like when I say a new version, I don't mean of the same drawing. I mean of the style of a new image.
Oh yeah, but then how could you even say it's remotely lazy then if you redrew it as a new version?
Because it feels like you take that version, you change it a little bit, and there you go. It feels lazy not just in sense of the drawing, in the sense of it's an easy way to close it off. Of like, oh hey, look, this is back to the start. It feels like that to me.
I actively like this. I think this is a positive choice, and not just because. Not to just defend it because I think Connor's being harsh. I actually think it's a good choice.
Yeah, fair enough. It doesn't work for me. I get taken out of the moment personally.
And so we're back to Ollie. Like this is where this whole journey from New 52 is led. We're back to the loudmouth liberal.
Well, do you like the final page, Matt? Do you like it calling back to the first issue?
Yeah, I had no problem with that.
Yeah, I quite like it.
Yeah, fair enough.
And he's smiling. He's happy.
Yeah. No, it's a cool touch. I always like that. I like when you reference the start of something. I go to TV more often because TV does it more frequently, but so on and so forth.
I think that's the thing. Those sorts of things don't bother me as much when it's this is the entire final page. This is the image to leave it on. I want something unique.
Nah, this is
I don't want just okay. Well, this is where we started, but we're slightly further along.
Percy legit bookended his Rebirth run. I'm not mad at that.
I get it.
Honestly, this is a weird complaint to me. I don't get it at all. I don't even know how to defend against it beyond what I've said already because I just think it's so weird.
It just doesn't work for me, I guess. I turn it and go, okay.
Because this is the thing. Before I read this, you said, "Oh, I'm curious to see what you guys think of the last page of Green Arrow this week," and I was like expecting some weird twist at the end, and I got to it and went, "Oh, that's pretty cool. What's he complaining about?"
Ollie pulls off a mask and reveals himself to be Tommy Merlin.
No, Scooby-Doo, he pulls off the full face. And he's like, "Yeah, it's me. It's I used to be Ra's al Ghul," and like, anyway, so that's Green Arrow. So it's the end of a run. Obviously, it's been a pretty great run. Obviously, it's like 70 issues if you include... Well, not 70, but... 50. 50. If you include the previous New 52 stuff. But even on its own Rebirth stuff, this would probably make a hell of an omnibus. These 38 issues in one big chunky book.
Yeah. And we don't know who's taking over yet.
Not yet. We know we've got a couple of months of fill-ins. And it's probably deliberate because they want to start the new run when everything else after No Justice starts. That's my guess right now is why they've held it
that'll
back.
be the next phase of whatever DC's line is, the next initiative.
Rebirth Phase 2, I guess, is what we'll call it.